Hey everyone, welcome back to Go English. I'm Mizu, and on this channel, we focus on simple, practical English that you can actually use in real life, not just something you memorize for a test.
And I'm Lucas. We're really happy you're here with us today. No matter where you're watching from, morning, afternoon, or late at night, thanks for choosing to learn with us. That consistency really matters.
So, Lucas, how has your week been? Busy?
Yeah, a little busy actually. Work, messages, meetings. Sometimes it feels like everything is happening at the same time.
Exactly. I think a lot of our learners can relate to that. Life doesn't come one thing at a time. It's usually many things all together.
Right. You're cooking dinner, your phone starts ringing, someone texts you, and suddenly the dog starts barking. It's all happening at once.
And that feeling, when everything is happening, is actually a perfect way to understand today's lesson.
Yes, because today we're not just talking about the past.
We're talking about actions in the past that were in progress,
Things that were happening, not finished yet.
moments that were still moving.
So, today's topic is the past continuous tense. And don't worry, we'll keep it simple and clear.
No complicated explanations.
Just real situations, real examples, and a way to help you feel the structure instead of overthinking it.
And before we jump in, if you enjoy learning real-life English with us, don't forget to like this video and share it with a friend who's learning too.
And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our next lesson. We're building your English step by step.
All right, let's get started. Okay, Lucas, let's start with a simple situation. Listen carefully. I was cooking when you called.
Oh, nice. That already feels different. All right, let me try one. I was sleeping at 10 p.m.
Good one, Lucas. Now pause for a second, everyone. What do you feel when you hear those sentences?
Are we talking about a finished action? Or are we focusing on something else here?
Exactly. Was the person done cooking? We don't know. Was the person done sleeping? That's not really the point.
Oh, I see. The important feeling is that the action was happening at that moment. It was in progress.
Yes, something was happening right in the middle of it at a specific time in the past. That's the key.
So, we're not focusing on the result.
Right, we're focusing on the process.
Oh, that makes it much clearer. Okay, Mizu, but what about the structure? Let's keep it simple.
Very simple. Past continuous equals was or were plus verb ing.
So, was cooking.
Were watching.
Was sleeping.
That's it. See? Nothing scary.
Yeah, when you break it down like that, it's actually very straightforward. But honestly, Mizu, I feel like the formula isn't the most important part.
Exactly, Lucas. The key feeling is this. It was happening.
Not finished.
In progress.
Right at that moment in the past.
And if you can imagine the action moving in your mind, like a short video, you're already understanding past continuous.
Oh, I like that. A little movie in your head.
Yes, we didn't start with grammar rules. We started with feeling, and that's how English becomes natural.
All right, Mizu. Structure time. Should I be scared?
No, Lucas, relax. This is the friendly part of grammar.
Friendly grammar? Wow, that's rare.
I know, right? Okay, let's keep it super simple. First, positive sentences.
The normal ones.
Exactly. For example, I was working.
So maybe yesterday at 8 p.m., I was working.
Yes, good. Another one. You were watching TV.
Ah, like when I called you and you didn't answer.
Excuse me? I was studying.
Sure, studying.
See, that's another example. She was studying.
So the pattern is easy. Subject plus was or were plus verbing.
Yes, I was working. You were watching. She was studying. Very smooth, very simple.
Okay, but what if I want to say the opposite?
Ah, now we go negative. Still easy.
Don't tell me it's complicated.
Not at all. Just add not. I was not working.
So maybe my boss asks, "What were you doing at 3 p.m.?" And I say, "I was not working." That sounds dangerous.
Yes, maybe don't use that example at work.
Good advice.
Another one. She wasn't sleeping.
Oh, contraction.
Exactly. Was not becomes wasn't. She wasn't sleeping. Maybe she was scrolling on her phone instead.
That sounds very realistic. All right, Mizu. What about questions? Because that's where people panic.
No panic, Lucas. We just changed the order.
Ah, invariant.
Yes. So instead of you were working, we say, were you working?
Oh, so just move were to the front.
Exactly. Was she studying? Were they watching TV?
That's actually not bad at all.
Now let's make it real. Lucas, were you working at 10 p.m. last night?
No, I wasn't. I was watching a movie. See? Short answer.
Perfect. Short answers are easy. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't.
So if I ask you, were you sleeping at midnight?
Yes, I was, of course.
Responsible adult.
Exactly.
You know what I like about this tense?
What, Lucas?
I like that it feels very natural. We use it all the time to explain situations, like, "Sorry I didn't answer, I was driving," or "I was taking a shower."
Yes, that's real life, not textbook sentences. It's about explaining what was happening at a moment in the past.
So, positive, negative, questions, same feeling. Something was in progress.
Exactly. Keep the structure simple, but always remember the feeling behind it.
Oh, I like that. Simple structure, clear feeling.
That's Go English style. All right, Lucas, let's talk about the first real use. Action in progress at a specific time in the past.
Okay, that sounds a little serious.
It's not, I promise. Listen to this. At 8 p.m. last night, I was watching a movie.
Let me ask the class something. Did you finish the movie?
Good question. Do we know?
Nope, we don't know.
Exactly. We're not talking about the result. We're just saying what was happening at 8 p.m.
Ah, so 8 p.m. is the key.
Yes, specific time. And at that time, the action was in progress.
So basically, we take a moment in the past and we zoom in.
Oh, I like that. We zoom in on that moment. And what do we see?
We see the action happening.
Let's try another one. At 7 a.m., I was driving to work. Okay. Did I arrive at work?
We don't know.
Did I finish driving?
Not important.
What do we know?
At 7 a.m., the action was in progress. You were in the car, maybe holding coffee, hopefully watching the road.
Yes, please. Watch the road.
Let me try one. This time yesterday, we were having dinner.
Ooh, nice one.
Did we finish dinner?
We don't know.
Were we eating at that moment?
Yes, that's the focus. Notice something, Lucas?
All the examples have a time.
Exactly. At 8 p.m., at 7 a.m., this time yesterday.
So the formula in real life is kind of like specific time plus was or were plus verbing.
Yes, that's the pattern you'll hear all the time.
Let's make it more real. Mizu, what were you doing at 9 p.m. last night?
At 9 p.m., I was watching a drama. What about you?
I was answering emails. Very exciting life.
Wow, so exciting.
I know. Try not to be jealous.
Okay, everyone, think about your life. At 6 a.m. this morning, what were you doing?
Sleeping, getting ready for work, making coffee.
Whatever it was, that's past continuous. Specific time, action in progress.
So let's say it clearly.
When we use past continuous like this, we focus on a specific time in the past and an action that was happening at that time.
Not the beginning,
Not the end.
just the middle.
And if you can imagine that moment like a photo or short video in your head,
Then boom, you're using it correctly.
see? Simple, clear, and actually very natural.
And honestly, we use this all the time in real conversations.
Exactly. This isn't grammar class. This is real life English. Okay, Lucas. Now we're moving to something very important.
Oh, very important sounds serious.
It is. But don't worry, it's fun. Listen carefully. I was cooking when the phone rang.
Ah, I like this one already.
Good. Now let's break it down. What was in progress?
Cooking.
Yes, that's the long action. It was happening.
And then boom, the phone rang.
Exactly. The phone ringing is short, quick. It interrupts.
So timeline time, right?
Yes. Imagine a long line. That's I was cooking. And suddenly, ding ding, the phone rang.
So cooking was in progress, and the phone ringing cut into it.
Perfect. That's the feeling.
So the pattern is,
Past continuous plus when plus past simple.
okay. I was cooking when the phone rang. Long action, short action. Background, interruption.
Yes, you're getting it.
Let me try one. I was walking when it started raining.
Nice. So what was in progress?
Walking.
And what interrupted it?
It started raining, probably very dramatically.
Of course, in English examples, it always rains at the worst time. Another one. She was studying when her friend called.
Ah, classic. So studying, long action, friend called, short action.
Exactly. The call interrupted the studying.
Okay, Mizu, let's make this real. What were you doing when I called you yesterday?
Oh, so now we're exposing each other?
Yes, be honest.
All right. I was making dinner when you called.
See, perfect example.
Okay, Lucas, your turn. What were you doing when I texted you last night?
I was watching a video when you texted me.
Did I interrupt something important?
Very important, extremely serious research.
So everyone, notice something important here.
We use past continuous for the longer action,
And past simple for the short action that interrupts.
and we usually connect them with when.
Exactly.
Let's say it one more time clearly.
I was cooking when the phone rang.
I was walking when it started raining.
She was studying when her friend called.
Long action, interrupted by a short action.
If you can see the interruption in your mind, like a little surprise moment.
Then you understand this use.
And trust me, this structure is everywhere in real conversations.
Yes, anytime something unexpected happens in a story.
You'll probably need this tense.
Ooh, now it feels powerful.
It is, and you're already using it.
All right, Mizu. We talked about interruption, but what if nobody interrupts? What if two things are just happening at the same time?
Oh, good question, Lucas. That's our third use. Listen to this. I was watching TV while my sister was studying.
Ah, okay. So this time, nothing suddenly happens. No phone ringing, no rain starting.
Exactly. Both actions were already in progress. Both were long actions happening at the same time.
So we're basically describing two background actions, right?
Yes, two parallel actions. Imagine two little movies playing next to each other.
Let me check something, Mizu. In this sentence, is one action more important than the other?
No, Lucas, that's the key difference. Both actions have equal importance. I was watching TV and my sister was studying. Both are ongoing actions.
Ah, so this is different from interruption. Nobody stops anything.
Right, they're just happening together.
Okay, so what's the pattern here?
Very simple. Past continuous plus while plus past continuous.
So both sides use was, were plus verbing.
Exactly. For example, I was cooking while he was cleaning.
Oh, teamwork example. I like that.
Yes, very balanced household.
Or maybe not balanced. Maybe I was cooking while he was pretending to clean.
Another example, they were talking while we were eating.
So both actions were happening at the same time. Nobody interrupted, nobody stopped.
Right, just two actions in progress sharing the same moment in the past.
Let's make it more real, Mizu. What were you doing at 9 p.m. last night?
At 9 p.m., I was watching a show while my sister was doing her homework. See? Two actions, same time.
Nice. At 9 p.m., I was answering messages while my friend was playing video games next to me.
Oh, wow, very productive atmosphere.
Extremely productive.
Okay, everyone, now it's your turn. Think about 9 p.m. last night. What were you doing?
And don't just say one action. Try to think, was something else happening at the same time?
Maybe you were eating dinner while watching YouTube.
Maybe you were studying while listening to music.
That's it. Two long actions, same moment, both in progress.
So let's say it clearly, Mizu.
When two actions were happening at the same time in the past, we use past continuous for both.
And we usually connect them with while.
Exactly. No interruption, no sudden event.
Just life happening at the same time.
Ooh, I like that. Life happening at the same time. That's real English right there. Okay, Lucas, now imagine you're telling a story. Not just one sentence, a real story.
Oh, storytelling mode. I like this already.
Listen carefully. The sun was shining. People were walking. Birds were singing.
Wow, that already feels like a movie scene.
Exactly. Nothing dramatic yet. We're just creating the atmosphere.
So nothing big is happening. We're just setting the background, right?
Yes, that's the key word. Background. All those actions were in progress. They create the scene.
So the sun wasn't shining for 1 second. It was ongoing.
Right. People were walking. Not one step and done. It was continuous.
Birds were singing. The sound continues in the background.
Exactly, Lucas. That's why we use past continuous here. It paints the picture.
Okay, so we build the background first. But where's the drama?
Here it comes. Suddenly, it started to rain.
Oh, there it is.
Feel the difference?
Yes, the first sentences feel calm and ongoing, but it started to rain feels short and sudden.
That's the rule in real storytelling. Past continuous shows the background. Past simple shows the main event.
So the long ongoing actions create the atmosphere.
And the past simple action is the important event that changes the story.
Let me try one, Mizu. It was raining. People were running to their cars. The wind was blowing hard.
Nice. Very dramatic. Then what happened?
Suddenly, the lights went out.
Ooh, that's good. See how went out feels strong and quick?
Yes, it's like the camera suddenly focuses on one moment.
So everyone, remember this. When you tell a story, use past continuous to describe the background, the scene, the atmosphere, what was happening around.
And then use past simple for the main event, the important action that moves the story forward.
Background, then event.
Scene, then action.
Calm, then boom.
English storytelling is actually kind of fun.
It is. And once you understand this pattern, your stories sound much more natural.
Not robotic, not textbook.
But vivid, clear, like a little movie in your listener's mind.
Oh, I like that. A movie in their mind. That's when you know you're using English well. All right, Mizu. I think this is the part that confuses people the most. Past simple versus past continuous.
Oh, yes, Lucas. This is where meaning really changes. Let's keep it very clear.
Okay, past simple first.
Past simple is for a completed action. Finished. Done. For example, I watched a movie.
So that means the movie started and finished.
Exactly. It's a complete action in the past.
Now past continuous.
Different feeling. In progress at a time. For example, I was watching a movie.
Ah, so this doesn't tell me if you finished the movie.
Right. It just tells you what was happening at that moment.
Okay, now let's compare something tricky.
Yes, this is important. Listen carefully.
I watched TV when she called.
That sounds a little strange, doesn't it?
Yeah, it almost sounds like I watched TV after she called.
Exactly. The meaning changes. It doesn't give that interruption feeling.
Now listen to this. I was watching TV when she called.
Ah, that feels natural.
Yes, now we clearly see it. Watching TV was in progress.
And she called interrupted that action.
So the difference is not just grammar, it's the picture in your mind.
Exactly, Lucas. Past simple tells a story of completed events. Past continuous shows something in progress, like the background of a scene.
Let's say it clearly for everyone.
I watched a movie. Finished story.
I was watching a movie. In progress at a certain time.
And when you mix them correctly, like I was watching TV when she called,
You create that interruption feeling.
so don't just memorize the forms. Feel the difference. Is it a finished action?
Or is it something happening in the middle of a moment?
Story?
Or in progress?
Once you feel that difference, choosing the tense becomes much easier.
Oh, yes, and that's when English starts to feel natural, not forced.
All right, Lucas. Now it's time to stop explaining and start using.
Yes, no more theory. Real life practice.
Okay, everyone, here's your first question. Listen carefully. What were you doing at 10 p.m. last night?
Don't answer too fast. Really think about it.
Close your eyes for a second if you need to. Picture 10 p.m. last night. Where were you?
At home?
In bed?
Still working?
Now answer with a full sentence. I was,
For example, I was watching a movie.
or I was scrolling on my phone.
Or maybe I was sleeping. Responsible adult.
We hope so. All right, second practice. This one is more interesting.
Oh yes, this is the interruption one.
Complete this sentence. I was studying when,
Think about something that interrupted you.
maybe, I was studying when my friend called.
Or I was studying when the power went out.
Ooh, dramatic.
Very dramatic, perfect English example.
And for a situation where two actions were happening at the same time, try this one. Finish the sentence, I was studying while,
Think about something else that was happening at the same moment.
maybe, I was studying while my brother was watching TV.
Or I was studying while my mom was cooking dinner.
Two actions, same time, both in progress.
All right, give it a try and write your sentence in the comments. We can't wait to read them.
Be creative. It can be funny, normal, dramatic, anything.
And don't just think it, type it.
Yes, write your answers in the comments.
We really want to see your sentences.
And if you see someone else's comment, read it. Learn from each other.
Exactly. English grows when you use it.
So come on, what were you doing at 10 p.m. last night?
And what happened while you were studying?
We're waiting for your answers. All right, Lucas. Before we finish, let's make everything super simple.
Yes, let's bring it all together. No long explanations, just the key feelings.
Past continuous is about one main idea, an action in progress in the past.
Not finished, not completed, just happening at that moment.
Second use, interrupted action.
I was cooking when the phone rang. Long action, interrupted by a short one.
Third use, two actions happening at the same time.
I was watching TV while my sister was studying. Both actions in progress, same moment.
And fourth, background in stories.
The sun was shining. People were walking. That creates the atmosphere.
Then something important happens in past simple.
So structurally, it's very simple.
Was or were plus verb ing.
Was working, were watching, was driving.
But here's the strong reminder.
Yes, this is important.
Don't memorize the name.
Feel the timeline.
See the action moving in the past.
If you can imagine that little movie in your head.
You're already using past continuous correctly.
You know, Mizu, today's lesson wasn't really about a grammar term.
Exactly. English isn't about big grammar words.
It's about understanding the feeling behind the sentence.
If you can see the action happening in your mind,
If you can feel whether it's finished or still in progress.
then you're not just studying English.
You're thinking in English.
And that's the goal.
If today's lesson helped you, don't forget to like this video.
Share it with a friend who's learning English too.
And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next lesson.
We're building your English step by step.
All right, everyone.
See you in the next Go English video.